Hello from Chicago, Illinois. I'm going to pull a card and see what comes through and see what we need to see today, okay? So bring to mind anything that you have questions about, and let's see. Okay, what does the collective need to see today for their highest good and their highest light, please? Coming from Chicago. It's the Temperance card. I love this card. It's one of my personal favorites. It's absolutely perfect for the season. It's a card of Sagittarius, and we just moved into Sagittarius season, which is incredible. So especially going from that scorpionic, like deep, dark, all the way at the bottom of the well, all the way at the bottom of your personal cave, you know, all the way in the back of the cave, like you've, part of me wanted to say been hibernating, but it's like infinitely more charged than that, you know? So keeping yourself to the back of the cave so you can alchemize pain and like process deep emotions and trauma and grief and angst and sorrow and rage and like all this potent ass fuel, I'm going to go ahead and say. Very watery, but sometimes Scorpio energy gets confused for fire energy, understandably so. So all of that being the precursor to this current moment, and then now all of a sudden, basically as of this weekend, it feels like whether you're coming willingly out of the cave or whether you're sort of getting energetically pushed, like as if there's a current, you know, you process the emotions and then the water was like, all right, we're river riding you on out of here now, into the light, into like the greatest dawn. Yeah, and just being able to bask in it. And it's almost like because you plunged the depths, because you went there, because you were brave, infinitely brave, then you get to experience the highest, most brilliant, most brightest sunny days. And the skies are massive. The horizon is infinite. It doesn't get any more limitless or boundless than Sagittarian energy, okay? So if you're one to question that, you know, you have the optimism creep in, or I shouldn't say creep, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that optimism sort of rolls in, or that idealism rolls in, especially around right now. Lean into it, even if sometimes you're more so of a realist or more of a cynic naturally. Idealism and optimism are infinitely Sagittarian energies and topics. And so especially sometimes it comes from like experiencing and wading through and willingly plunging the deepest depths or the deepest darkness to rise up and rise forward and like have these infinite roots or depths behind whatever it is that you're optimistic about or idealistic about, right? So in a way they're connected, even though to some extent they might seem like or sound like opposites. Sometimes a Scorpio and a Sagittarian standing next to each other can come across a little bit like opposites, but you know, there's a touch point, like there's a commonality, there's a thread there essentially. So yeah, and then this is not just the sunshine. It's like the biggest skies, the most infinite horizon, the ability to fly, damn near, stretch your wings. Absolutely. It's very freedom oriented. So, you know, if you're feeling all of that, like jovial, I mean, it's not a coincidence that this can be a hard time period for people, but it's the ideal behind the time period is damn near nothing but celebration. You know, this kicks off a huge celebratory holiday season across the planet, and there's no coincidence that Sagittarius season overlaps with that. being ruled by Jupiter. You know, sometimes I actually call Jupiter like the Santa Claus of the sky. So it all tracks somehow, some way. And then on a more particular front, so if those themes are coming up, just lean into them. Like, there's no need to fight this. And then from a temperance front, temperance is all about tempering, right? Like balancing, a little give and take, a little push and pull, not feeling like everything has to be rushed or pushed, you know? So like the fire is there, but I love that the temperance card is also this, you know, water angel essentially. And so it reminds us of patience and divine timing, and sometimes all it takes is a little patience and divine timing for your optimism to kind of like produce fruit, if you will, your idealism to foster a better day, so to speak. And then the angel factor is really crucially important. This comes after the death card. So in a way, anything that has come to the end of a cycle or a shedding of the skin or what have you, in a way is resurrected or grows its angel wings. Like, you could be feeling like maybe my highest self is not feeling as much of a lofty, distant ideal right now, but she's feeling like me. I'm feeling like her, you know, or him. So really, you know, it's like when I say stretching your wings, it's like, it's one thing to extend your arms. It's a whole other to picture, oh, I kind of feel like I just grew wings on my back. So leaning into any and everything that not only kind of like outpours positivity and radiance out of you, but that, and in a very this is how it goes dynamic, fosters that and pulls that in towards you. And sometimes it starts with self to then see it or receive it on the outside, right? And don't feel like you have to rush things. Like, growing your angel wings takes time, really fully expanding. It's an expansion season, like expanding your capacity, expanding into your growth, like a butterfly. You know, I mean, the butterfly comes out of the chrysalis like inherently knowing how to fly, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't, you know, still take those, like, okay, how do I do this? Let's fully start stretching. Start stretching might be the message of the day. All right. Thank you for listening. Have a great one.